tried to burnt lime.
He's like, hey Vox, have you ever heard of an animation meme?
God damn it!
It's middle finger to Sylvester. Oh, they hate you.
They jumping me! They jumping me! I'm gonna be harassed forever.
Alright. Okay. This confession has been a long time coming. You guys seem to have figured it out already anyway, so I might as well just fess up. I just can't handle the pressure anymore. I burnt lime in the year 2015, or maybe even 2014, using my handy-dandy time travel device, which is geniusly disguised to look like the average 2007 Honda Pilot, traveled to the year 2019, stole Vivzy Pop's new Vox design, traveled back, and pretended the character was mine all along. Yes. Yes. Mine all along. No one will ever know! Hello, once again, audience, all you trusty gamer gladiators, the true taste bud companions, the limers, the lime haters. Hark! Welcome one and all as I spin you my tale of woe. It's every OC creator's worst nightmare. You make an OC and you're really proud of it and you love it a lot, and then a more popular creator comes out with a strikingly similar OC years later, and you're the one who has to foot the bill and deal with the swarm of harassing comments that are all somewhere along the lines of accusing you of theft. Sylvester is, well, my baby. I have a sort of complicated relationship with him. Not only is he my most popular creation by far, but he's my personal favorite. I've put thousands of hours into him very easily. He's the mascot of this channel and my artistic brand as a whole. We've kind of grown up together in a weird way. I hate him. I first created him in either late 2014 or early 2015. I was inspired most by Bill Cipher, the giant CRT in my room at the time that I loved to death, and this one outfit that Rebornica drew the purple guy in. Now, I was very young in 2014 and 2015, too young to have a YouTube channel, even though I did, but the YouTube channel I had back then is not the same as this one. Also, the old drawing and animation apps I used to post them on, Drawcast and Framecast, quietly deleted their servers some time ago, meaning the only timestamps I have for the publicity of Sylvester start in mid-2016, shortly after the creation of this channel. But that's all I really need for this video, so I'm not too worried about it. In late 2017 and early 2018, my channel exploded, and I got millions of views on my Sylvester-related videos. I was flooded with comments telling me how original the idea of a TV-headed OC was. I know now that obviously there were others out there, but I'd never personally seen them. The only one I can really think of is Pyrocynical, but I wasn't really familiar with him at the time. But anyway, then there were TV heads everywhere. It was really cool to see. Before me and my ex-friend, who I'd rather not name, got popular with our TV head OCs, they were pretty uncommon. What was kind of a bummer though is that within the next year, my comment section actually, flipped on its head. I was now being flooded with comments telling me how unoriginal a TV head character was. I wonder if I hold on to him long enough if he'll start being called original again. Anyway, I was no stranger to people, stealing him. People would trace my art of him, and or change one or two features and call it theirs. The first dozen times this happened, I got really defensive. It felt really disrespectful. Then by the time I was 14 or so, I just found it more funny, and I would kind of tease the people who do it and then claim they'd never heard of me before. That was always the go-to excuse. Oh, I've never even heard of you. I'm sure I was way meaner than I was trying to be. If I bullied you for stealing my shit when I was 14, I'm sorry. Oh, my favorite example of this was someone who took Sylvester, made his bow tie orange, replaced the yellow eye with a crack, and didn't even change his name! His name was still Sylvester! When I saw his account, I thought it was someone role-playing an AU version of Sylvester, but nope, they were claiming they'd never even heard of me before. It was awesome. It had me laughing for months, and it still makes me laugh, as you can see. Now, I love old Sylvester clones that people have repurposed into their own characters. In fact, whenever Art Fight comes around, Syl clones have priority. If you have one, let me know and I'll add them to the hit list. This situation, if you could even call it a situation, is not one of those ridiculous thievery by a small child stories. At least I hope not. I want to preface this by saying I do not think Vivs or anyone on her team stole anything from me. I've been advised by more people than I was expecting to contact an attorney over this. Guys, I am not contacting an attorney over this. This video is just, I don't know, me kind of venting about how annoying it all is. I have absolutely nothing against Vivs or her team. Vivs was one of my very early inspirations way back with Zootopia, and I'm very glad to see an indie animation project gain success. That being said, here is Sylvester, my character. Here is the Hazbin Hotel character, Vox. They look really different, but there's some obvious and oddly specific similarities. Both of them are TV heads, obviously. Both have a kind of grayscale heavy color palette with red accents. Both have similar outfits and aesthetics. Both have, Syl doesn't anymore, but did at the peak of his popularity, sharp teeth and fingers. I believe they both work in some form of organized crime. Syl is like an in-house hitman. I'm not super sure about Vox, somebody correct me. They also have pretty similar personalities and mannerisms, complete with quick tempers. But the thing that really gets my attention, and really the only reason I'm making this video, is that both of them have a right eye with a white pupil and a circular pulsating patterned left eye. I was excited for Hazbin Hotel's pilot before the release. I knew quite a few of the people working on the pilot, and even more of them were actually mutuals of mine within the animation community here on YouTube. When I watched the pilot for the first time, I noticed the similar character, and honestly, I was a little excited. I knew it'd mean I'd get a swarm of stupid accusatory comments, but I also knew a bunch of the people who worked on the pilot. I wondered who exactly designed Vox. If they were a mutual of mine, that'd pretty much guarantee Syl was used as inspiration, and that'd be so fucking cool. Vivs was pretty active on her Twitter following the release of Hazbin, and I tweeted at her asking who on her team designed Vox. And then Vivsy Pop ordered to have me killed. Just kidding, she blocked me. I was so embarrassed for pissing off someone that I'd been looking up to for so long that I ended up almost immediately deleting the tweet. So I don't have a screenshot, but I promise you it wasn't accusatory or rude or anything because I was trying to be super careful since I knew she was getting a lot of hate at the time. I didn't really know what to make of that interaction. It left a really sour taste in my mouth. Obviously, she can block whoever she wants for whatever reason she wants, but given the circumstance, it just seemed kinda, I don't know, slimy. Like, she saw my username and the character I was asking about and immediately hit the block button. I didn't find the character similarities suspicious before, but I'd be lying if I didn't find it a bit suspicious after that. I don't really keep up with Vivsy Pop Twitter stuff. I try to stay off Twitter. Basically, everything I see on Twitter is just stuff that my friends directly send to me or stuff that shows up in my notifications. But at some point in the last year, she unblocked me, so make of that what you will. I don't really know what any of it means either. As far as I can find, the first ever public appearance of Vox was in December 2018. This was right during the highest peak of Sylvester's popularity. Vivsy Pop says she was inspired to make Vox while listening to dubstep. Dubstep? I used to listen to dubstep. I feel like I may have animated it around this time or something. Maybe it even got millions of views and was my most popular video of all time. Must be the wind. I'm just kidding. That part's a joke. Back then, Vox looked a lot different. In his first design, he didn't have the pulsating left eye, had a more differentiated outfit, had buttons on his head, and had jagged lines for a mouth. He also had these little widow's peak markings along his head that I actually really love and wish they had incorporated into the final design. But as time went on, his design changed, and he just so happened to look closer and closer to Sylvester with every single reincarnation without fail. It even got worse from just the pilot to the official show. His eye had been changed so that it pulses when Vox is upset. That's a huge part of Sylvester's character. His story would be completely different without that aspect of him functioning the way it does. I've been posting animations featuring this part of his design since October 2016. It's been around for longer, but since I don't have any hard evidence of that, and I don't need it because the dates shown already prove that he was around first, I'll leave it at that. Despite these timestamps being very public, Vox and Sylvester looking similar to one another has gotten me dragged on social media many times. Usually I just block and move on, but damn it, sometimes these people just get to me and Like, it's especially when after I block them and they either create new accounts or jump to other socials to hound me there too. I guess I'm just making this video to just kind of talk about my feelings a bit and maybe persuade people away from annoying me. But whatever, this isn't gonna get any views anyway, whatever. If anyone's interested in Syl, I still draw him a lot and think he's neat. This will probably be the video that I passive-aggressively send to people who harass me about this. Feel free to form your own opinions, but the fact is there's just no real way I could have taken inspiration from Fox, given that we're not living in a time paradox. I think. Pepsi Bob, if you're out there, DM me for my Cash App, where you can send me royalties. Depending on when I get this video out, Hazbin may already be released. Do you guys want me to review it? I think that could be fun. In the meantime, go gadget bulletproof helmet! I'm rubber, you're glue! Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you! I'm immortal until proven otherwise! I'm immortal until proven otherwise! I'm immortal until... Oh my god, I almost forgot to do the shameless plug. Until next time, I am a starving college student and would really appreciate it if you could donate to my Ko-fi. You'll get little treats in return, like your name at the end of my videos and in the description, and you'll get work in progress shots of the videos and thumbnails early and clips and stuff. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. Just interacting with my videos and sharing them around helps a ton. YouTube's algorithm hates me right now. Okay, this is for real the ending now. If you stuck around this long and then comment, Sicky Narnar, and I'll heart your comment and also subscribe to you. Okay, bye! And remember, kids, do what Richard Horvitz tells you to do, always.
Subscribe to Burnt Lime.